Let's go next to, let's go to our old friend Issa from London. Issa, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. And what's going on? All COVID guidelines are being ended there. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they scrapped everything. But I don't know if you keep up with UK politics much. There's, much bigger issues with our government. So right now, there's a whole lot going on, you know?
Yes, indeed. And I mean, are you referring to the Boris Johnson COVID party stuff, or what
Yeah,
specifically?
yeah. There's new things from the past that get brought up every day. But today's topic, I guess, yeah, is Johnson.
Yep. Uh,
But
Go
yeah,
ahead. Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say this is a thought I was having. Aaron Rodgers said his stuff about people rooting against Green Bay because of his vaccine status.
Yes.
I think I feel like what happened to Rodgers is the same thing that happened to Rogan, but Rogan happened on a much larger scale. And what I mean is, he came out and he said all his stuff right about vaccines and how he wouldn't
Yeah.
take them and how he encourages young people not to get them. And then he caught COVID, and everyone clowned him for that so badly that it kind of led him to snap. If
Mm.
you understand where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
it basically tipped him over the edge. And ever since then, his whole persona, his personality has been COVID, vaccines, leftists, woke mob, cancel culture, mainstream media, CNN, and even the guests he brings on his shows, they're just people that he can circle jerk with about how right he is to reaffirm himself.
Mm.
So, yeah, I was just wondering what you think about that.
Well, I ended up saying, when I talked about Aaron Rodgers, the NFL football player, saying people were rooting against us because of my vaccine status, and I said, that's true to some degree. I gave it more thought. I think that there's actually more to it. I think some people were rooting against Aaron Rodgers because the entire COVID thing made him look like a know-it-all prick. And that's what a lot of people were kind of reacting to, more so than the fact that he's unvaccinated per se.
Yeah.
In terms of the Rogan stuff, I mean, listen, I know the guy a little bit, and I believe him when he says he's not trying to spread disinformation. He believes the stuff that the guests say. I do believe that. I don't think he's trying to spread disinformation. I just think he is. And I think part of it is we know that since he's moved to Texas, at least somewhat, he hangs out with the wacky Republican governor Greg Abbott. He's in a circle where I think what's going on around him is very reactionary and radical. And even without bad intentions, I think he's just been captured by a lot of the stuff. I'm not excusing anything he's done. I think the stuff that's gone out on his show is terrible. But I believe him when he says he's not malicious in trying to spread disinformation. I think it's coming from a place of ignorance.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you've been on his show twice. You know him, so yeah, no, that's fair. It just seemed to me that ever since the whole COVID thing happened, his ego, I guess, has been wounded deeply. So,
It's possible. I can't speak to that, but it's certainly possible that
oh no,
that's
of
what's
course.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Issa from London, thank you so much for the
Thank you.
call. Great to hear from you again, of course. If you or someone you know is into science, astronomy, space, this is for you. Our sponsor, Under Lucky Stars, creates beautiful personalized star maps showing the unique position of the stars in the sky at the place and time chosen by you. Under Lucky Stars is a great way to remember an important moment, someone's birthday, wedding day, your engagement. You give them a time and a location that you want to commemorate. They show you exactly how the stars and constellations looked in a spectacular, super high quality print. It's a completely personalized gift experience. You can customize it into a ton of designs. You can read on their website how all the star maps are scientifically accurate. This is the one I got showing the time of my birth in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The quality of the material and the print, they're fantastic. I was really impressed. Under Lucky Stars is perfect for Valentine's Day. And right now, they're giving my viewers 10% off when you click the link below and enter the code DPACMAN.